Okay, this is just going to be a review of my 2021 Sport Glide rental bike. I'm going to go over a few talking points of this versus my Lowrider S. So the first point, one thing that I definitely do like better is the fact that this one has forwards. It is a much better, much more comfortable bike. Like if they would have made this in the 114, I definitely would have got it. The 114 is just so much more of a beast of a motor. This 107 is no slouch. It definitely gets it, but this thing is, like Yami Noob said, it's just really doesn't try to be anything that it's not. It's just a cruiser. Like yesterday I went on a long ass ride with my brother, and with these forward controls as well as the stock seat, I was completely fine. My butt was in no pain at all. Now, I've already had a back injury, so of course that was a little hurting by the time I got home, but ah, shit. Nothing out of the ordinary though. Okay, number two thing that I like is actually this little fairing. I mean, in comparison to the Lowrider S fairing, it does do more. And the fact that it's quick detach is cool. My Lowrider S little fairing on that thing is not quick detach. And this bike, I'll put up a picture in the video. This bike without the fairing and the bags, it looks almost identical to the Lowrider S, minus the dual disc brakes in the front. This one doesn't have dual disc brakes. Now, speaking of brakes, I want to touch on brakes for my next subject. I feel like the braking on this is actually substantially better, even though my Lowrider S, like I said, has dual disc. This one, the back brake is actually really good. Now, this is a rental, so the previous people that have had it, you can tell they've dropped it because the brake is like way bent in. But man, when you press on that rear brake, this is all rear brake. I could not do that on my Lowrider S. So that's cool. The little 107 like I talked about. It's funny saying it's little because compared to most bikes it's still a big ass motor, but for Harley-Davidson standards it's their smaller one. And it's really good on gas. Of course my Lowrider S it's horrible on gas because I put a cam in it. But I really like the way this looks. When I was at my grandparents' house, I let my brother and my uncle ride it, and when it's going up and down the street, it looks really cool. It's got a cool profile. And this thing, I'm pretty sure this is just the stock exhaust, and it sounds 100% better than my stock exhaust on the lowrider. That thing sounded like a damn sewing machine. Got inverted front forks. Oh, one thing too that I like is the preload adjustment. Yeah, you can't see it, but there's an external preload adjuster. My lowrider don't have that. It's no big deal to just adjust the preload before you go on a ride on the lowrider. It's underneath the seat, so you got to use a special tool. Where this one, you don't need a special tool, you just twist the knob. And the bags, even though they open up a little weird, a little like sideways, I love the bags. Like, I was thinking about getting the what are they called, Leather Pro bags for my Lowrider S, but shit, now that I've had these, I don't know if I want the Leather Pros. I want something that can lock, because like when we went up to like a little city, it's called Julian, being able to leave your stuff in the bags and then lock it up is nice, where with the Leather Pros you won't be able to lock them up. So I'd be nervous. Yeah, today I'm just riding over to IB because I completely forgot on the ride yesterday to get some drone footage. We'll go do that this morning. I still have the bike for 2 more days, or 1 more day actually. I gotta return it tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. That sucks. Pretty good, man. MPG, this little fairing, the bags, the fact that the bags lock, I absolutely love. 107, it's a pretty damn good motor. The brakes, and I'm pretty sure that's it. Other than that, I love my Lowrider S. I think if I were to just, I don't know, I do want to get some type of luggage for my Lowrider S. I'm highly considering, now that I've had these, the Viking saddlebags, the hard case bags that lock. That would be cool. If I mentioned the forward controls too. This rider triangle, I know for most sport bike guys they say that this is a funky ass triangle, but oh man, this is so comfy. You can go ahead and haul ass, I don't care. I'll just cruise. I can go across country like this. I could have kept going another 2,000 miles yesterday, even with my fucked up back. I didn't even mention too, cruise control. I love that. It's a damn shame that the Lowrider S didn't come stock with cruise control. I don't understand why. The Dyno one did. This thing idles really low, man. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's like hanging around 850 or so. Sometimes it even drops to 700. Hell yeah, dude, you better be wearing double mask in the car. Yesterday in downtown San Diego, I didn't say anything, but this guy had his little puppy masked. I was like, oh my god, dude. That's the most ridiculous shit I've ever seen. Coming in for a landing. This rental company should really like do a check on their bikes. This doesn't seem safe. That's alright. I wasn't planning on driving a super car. Just one day trip. That's it. Oh man, that is stinky. I didn't get this sense of smell yesterday. That smells like pure dog shit.
Do you smell it? That smell. The kind of smelly smell. A smelly smell that smells smelly.
This is what I miss right here. Can't do that in Texas. Ah, Silver Wing. Is that Silver Wing? Warning, COVID-19 variants are around. Hell nah. Hell nah. You better hold your breath, boy.